Hello guys. Hello guys. Hello motherfuckers. Hello guys. Today we're at Bootsy Gear, the Porsche shop, and we're just here to see what they got. Not much else to say. God damn. Look at the seats. Little bucket seats too. Carbon wing. Big wing. Right?
That's wavy.
Yeah, that's fire.
And I like how they emptied out the back.
Yeah.
This is the shop, man. We got a bunch of 911s, primarily. Race cars, track prep, and then service and whatnot. But primarily, it's an active shop.
When did you guys start with it?
I started in 2012. So it was kind of like the going on my own and getting my own first shop. Luke joined me about 2.5 years ago. And then Hans is here. He's been about almost a month. So building the dream team.
Yeah.
Justin over here.
Yeah, I met Justin.
Office area.
Okay.
Like 3 months, 2 months, something like that. 3 months, something like that. Do you want to do like models or like
Anything you want. Whatever is easiest to you.
Okay.
They don't gotta be super broken now.
I mean, this is a factory built Porsche Cup car.
Oh.
So 2001 with all the '05 upgrades. But that's a factory-built race car, so there's really no modifications done to that car. It's just how it comes out.
Yeah, like almost like how I watch I don't know if you know Manny Kochben is. He has like the Hermes Pagani and
Okay.
A lot of that stuff I was telling her that it's certain stuff is aftermarket and certain stuff is just straight from the factory and that makes a big difference, like a Rolex.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's called a 996 GT3 Cup.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's a factory Cup race car. So the idea with these is everybody was put into a spec car that was built by Porsche, so it's really team, setup, and driver separating the men from the boys.
Word.
That's like it's a weapon.
Yeah, this is insane. Especially from factory too, that's insane.
The only mods are like the camera mount, some of the data acquisition, like we put extra shift lights in it, so it's easier.
Yeah, okay, I see you.
And then this brace that's holding the seat, that's like an extra safety measure.
Oh, okay.
But it's really just safety.
Little stuff.
Bars, T36 race car. This was built obviously by High Speed Motorsports. They're in Milford as well.
Oh, okay.
You want to hit up Hugh? He's a nice guy. They do a lot of BMW stuff. They kind of.
Oh yeah, that's what I had, BMW.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. So this is probably right up your alley. He's quick in this car. He's had the car as a street car, had the car for a long time, and then Hugh and the team there literally just took it all apart and built a race car out of it. Who's still there?
Nah, yeah, super clean. Nah, I definitely hit him up after this too. Yeah, this is clean.
Yeah, they do a really good job there. I mean, they built, I don't even know how many of these things, but they build them pretty much to a spec, and they race, I think, NASA and maybe some SCCA or SCDA stuff. NASA, some SCDA stuff, but they build a lot of NASA cars, and that's a race series that they need to be built to a certain level.
Yeah.
But
to where you need certain things like the roll bar and all of that, or the roll cages.
Yeah, this is full cage car.
Yeah.
You can see all the bracing plates and everything that they put in them. And if you look at like the factory car there, they're built very similar.
Nah, that's cool.
Pretty sure that this will be sold in the next week or so. We have a couple of little things that we have to do with it just to make sure that it's like, whenever we sell something, it's got to be, really to a high level so that somebody's not getting it and immediately needing to do stuff to it. We want to sell something that's for us. It's really not about the money. You know what I mean? It's about the passion and doing things.
Because that's
right.
where it's gonna come back to you.
That's it,
So
man. You know, it's the fun of it is really the challenge of doing it to a certain level, and it's also the stress.
Yeah,
but
and maintaining that.
fun,
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to keep it, just fight ourselves to do it better every day, and it's.
Nah, yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to
good,
beat
though,
yourself, but it's such a good feeling when you do.
You got
For
it.
sure. And this is definitely clean.
It's a 30,000 mile 1984.
Ooh.
So it's a really clean
Say
car.
that one more time.
30,000 miles, 1984, 944. I believe it was a 1 or 2 owner. It was owned by
Damn.
the current guy's father, who ended up passing away.
Damn.
And so, he's not in a position to keep the car, so he wanted to put it into their hands.
Word, somebody that, yeah, exactly.
That's why it's here.
30,000 miles.
30,000 miles, like 34,000 miles.
God damn.
So, clean car.
Yeah, for sure, clean.
These box fenders, this 80s and 90s style stuff, nowadays is starting to
Come back up, 'cause everybody's wide body in there.
Style, it's such a classic
Nah,
style
yeah,
that
for sure.
Now the guys from that era have some money and they're buying these.
Yes,
things.
yes.
You may have had this in
Where it was your
high
dream
school
car,
or
yeah.
college, or their father had one and they always wanted it, and now they can go out and find them.
Nah, for real.
These went up. This is a 964, so it's a 89 to 94 911, similar to the one that's behind. This is my car.
Oh, okay.
but-
I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is my little baby right here. These things in 2012 were like $20,000 to $30,000, and now they're $75,000 to $100,000.
God
so it's like
damn.
they
So good thing you got it.
were nuts. Yeah, dude, I didn't pay.
Nah, yeah, definitely not that. Definitely not.
Happened to have found a good one.
No,
that
for
was
sure.
able to- you know what I mean? It's got little patina here and there, but it's enjoyed and driven hard. Like,
Fire.
you need one of every single
Yes,
one.
yes, that's the
because
dangerous
one
part.
To drive, one to keep, one to race, one
Yeah.
to, whatever, one to show.
For real though.
But it's like, until you're at that level, you can't have
Yeah.
one of each. So,
It's all motivation though,
yeah,
definitely.
motivation, yeah. A 944 drives awesome, but then you get into a 911 and this drives awesome, and then you get into a 993.
At that point, it's just all perfect because it's all good.
They're all awesome cars.
Yeah, definitely all awesome. Yeah, this is clean.
This is a 993. This is the body style after the 964. Consider this, the most refined air-cooled. They came turbo, two-wheel drive, and then C4S. This is just a 95 C2. Modded suspension, wheels, brand new. We just put brand new.
Yeah, you could see
calipers
that
and stuff,
suspension.
but, sits nice. It's a nice car.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really nice car. He did this wing. I'm not sure exactly what model wing it is, but I believe it's an OEM.
Yeah, that fits well though.
It's nice and wide.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I was about to say. It makes it real wide.
And then generation after this would be what's in front. Those three that are in the back. It's 996 turbo, C4S, and that's a C4S cab. Those cars I think are going to come up in value. 996 turbo.
Oh,
So it's the
okay.
first turbo, water-cooled turbo. Coming out of air-cooled.
Oh, air-cooled.
air-cooled engines
Okay.
Is the previous, these are all air-cooled cars, 964, 993. Then they went into water-cooled to make more power. They had to keep engines cool, so they had to end up putting radiators and coolant, block pump, and all that kind of stuff. The cool thing with those cars is that engine is basically the case and the block, if you will, of that engine, the low end, follows the same routes of all these air-cooled cars.
Oh,
So it's a
okay.
Mesker 6-cylinder.
Word.
Everybody talks about the Mesker engine, and that's kind of special.
Even
like the 930 turbo, that black one. That's
Word, yeah, on the list.
That's a Mesker, Mesker engine in that. And then the.
Do you want to break down Mesker a little bit?
Hans Mesker was the engineer and designer of the flat six Mesker, horizontally opposed engine. It gets crazy detailed, but that's kind of the easy
Nah, yeah,
part.
if they want, nah, yeah,
Google
that's what I was about to
Hans
say. If you
Mesker.
want to go, if you want to know,
Hans
then
Mesker,
go Google
flat
that right
six
now.
Porsche engine.
Word.
And there's a plethora of information on there. He's since passed away. I believe he passed away this past year. That'll affect the pricing, but yeah, he was pretty amazing. You think the turbos?
Yeah, on the bottom, you see, we were just talking about the rear mounted turbos.
So this is a 964 body. It has 993 bodywork. GT2 Evo parts. So it's basically like 993 GT2 race parts.
Word.
Body wise, bigger flares to fit bigger wheels.
You could definitely see that in the back.
Then even the front bumper is different. It's got a lot of cooling ducts and things.
Yeah,
for the
I see that.
coolers. This car was a race car that I believe it came out of Canada, and a guy bought it in Connecticut here. So then we're just basically doing a big twin turbo engine build, custom transmission, custom gears and ratios to make something that he can really romp on the streets.
Bring
Some
it to
mile type stuff. It's not really road race, but he will do some road race stuff on low boost.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should make upwards of 1,000,
Damn.
maybe 1,200, 1,500 horsepower. We'll see where we run it. You know, he's not looking to really run that.
He's looking to have fun though.
You know how it
He's
is.
looking
like,
to
you
have
make
fun
600,
though.
700, and then you're like, all right, let's
Yeah,
turn it
might
up
as
a
well
little
just
bit
go to
bigger.
9.
So I'm
Talk
sure
to.
we'll see it, you know, but you know,
He's gonna see it for sure. He'll see it for sure.
We'll
For
see.
sure. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then on the top end of the engine, custom intake manifold, piping, intercooler, everything.
Everything,
Needs to be built. So
everything.
Fuel system, and then ECU harness and all that kind of stuff. So engine and trans are basically hung, and now from here we can kind of build the top end part where we can be creative and pipe it how we want to, and make a cooler as big or small as we want to, and that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and see how this gets put together.
yeah.
It is insane.
This is kind of, the esteemed, Porsche Turbo or 930 Turbo that everybody talks about. This one has been sitting for a bit. So we're basically doing mechanical restoration, trying to revive this thing. Really original car, needs love, but right now we're just trying to get it to run and baseline the running condition,
Bring it back.
kind of see where we're at.
It's a clean body style though.
Somebody didn't watch what they were doing and hit something, but all this stuff will be fixed, whether we rehang a panel or if we have the metal work done and do it that way, but that'll be down the road. We want to just get it running. They used to be maybe 50 to 60 and maybe even less, and now they're like closer to 200, 140, 150, 180, 190, they go crazy. So these will always appreciate. They'll always go up, especially with electric coming.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say that. I was literally just gonna say
All
that.
these like classics will appreciate. And this is 997 turbo, so 08 turbo. Just getting some service work and then lowering the suspension.
Oh, word.
G springs. So he didn't want to go too crazy low. These cars have electronic dampening, so it allows us to keep that electronic dampening, and just really just adjust the ride height.
Nah, yeah, word.
And then we do some.
Nah, that's gonna look good a little low.
And then he's got the BBS.
Yeah, with the BBSs up there.
So it's kind of tall. So
And that it's crazy that little bit of what's name could set a car off.
like an inch and a half.
Nah, yeah, for real.
nothing crazy. I like to go lower than that, but
like that. I loved how that one looked.
they come from the factory, like from Porsche, like that for racing. Like you already know that's how it should look.
Yeah,
It's hard
for
to shoot
sure.
like that. Not everybody's built for that. My buddy basically
do
built
it.
all this stuff, and I definitely want to give him a shout out. He's a good friend of mine, Zach. Dividing Design. So he's at Dividing Design. So metalwork, woodworking. He built all our workbenches. I gave him dimensions, and Luke and I kind of told him what we wanted. And we wanted everything to kind of be able to fit. It's not a small shop, but it's also not a ginormous shop.
Yeah.
So these tops actually fit underneath the larger tops that you have.
So you go, that's smart. That's smart.
It's all modular. We have them all over the place now because obviously we're working. I think I'll probably end up just like clear coating that thing so it doesn't get too rusty and looking, but everybody likes that.
I was gonna say that.
They like
That looks
feel,
good. Yeah.
All the doors, he made all those. So the sign itself is 170 pounds and almost 7 feet tall, which you can't tell now when
Damn,
it's
you
hanging.
cannot tell.
But it's
Damn.
badass. And then on the other side of the sign is the more traditional Porsche look.
Oh,
So it's kind of cool.
oh yeah, that's fire.
Or up there will be, some lounge space and kind of like a waiting area.
Oh,
So built this stuff literally in his driveway, because they were too big to get into his shop at the time. He was working on other stuff.
Wow.
So all this stuff is from pallets from Tribus Beer Co.
Word.
Down the road, and FCP Euro.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's like one of our parts
yeah,
associates.
okay.
So even
That's where I
even
get my
stuff
parts
here,
from,
you
FCP
know,
Euro.
it literally just
Definitely a good weighing space.
yeah, it's gonna be a cool spot. You know.
Oh.
You get to look over the shop.
What the hell?
This is gonna be a table.
What the hell?
So he's going to.
What? I'm hitting him up immediately.
This he made is like a little end table type thing. He does all the CNC work and it's just wicked talented kid. Like this, we didn't want people putting stuff on here. It's all angled, you know. And one of the best parts that he did was this here. this is a piece like that's just awesome. Like as a detail. When we got this place, it needed a lot of work. It just needed a lot of cleanup, and we liked, you know, like the ceiling and all of this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Kind of stick with that kind of industrial theme, and a lot of people will do industrial look.
Real
Places
and
is,
yeah, it's
you know,
industrial.
it was
Yeah,
a
it's
machine
not just a
shop.
look.
And plus, you know, it's kind of old school, you know, mechanical, which we work on a lot of old school stuff. But then you start putting some of the newer stuff in here, that contrast.
Yeah,
you know, is
hell
really nice.
yeah.
Most of these guys are just, you know, they're cool guys. They're out there, out and about in their cars. But some of them,
Yeah, I was about to say they got some
of
cool
them are
cars.
just next door. 02, I think, 02 or 03. It's got 35,000 miles. So while he enjoys it, you know, they don't drive them a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
how,
some of these cars
regular,
are
yeah.
really just, you know.
Like how you said with that one, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Oh, it's nuts.
30,000 miles on that.
30,000 miles on an 84.
Now, this shop is crazy.
Thanks, man.
This shop's crazy.
Yeah, this is, you know, a life of work, basically. You know, between myself and these other guys. These
Word.
other guys are 22 and 25 year technicians. You know, worked in at dealerships and then now we're here because we do it a little differently. You know, here the focus is more on craftsmanship and,
Yeah.
and the work that we actually do in the end product versus, you know, the money or the time. That all gets translated out to track times and the shows that we you know, go out to and stuff. People really appreciate and respect the work that we're doing. Guys that have collections and stuff, and they'll come in here. And even then, you know, it's just, I think it's the space, but also some of the stuff that's here, but then, you know, just the way it's presented.
Yeah,
you know,
all of it.
Just, it's a clean,
all,
when
yeah,
when
hell
you
yes,
walk
all of it
into
together.
30 of them,
Yeah,
you know
it
what I mean?
fucks you up. It
like,
fucks
you're
your
like-
mind up.
You're
Yeah.
like, oh, damn, all right.
And you like
You know?
30,000 miles on this.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
fucks
And-
you up.
and, you know, there's
A factory
crazier
cup
cars out there,
car.
there's crazier places or cars or whatever. You know,
Hell
they have
yeah.
some crazy stuff, but it's just kind of cool to see it, you know, here. It's definitely work. Don't get it twisted. But you know, but we have fun, man. We got really great relationships between, you know, myself and the guys and our clients. You know, some stuff takes a minute, but it, you know, they know that we have their best interest in mind,
yeah.
and that we're doing what's necessary to make it 100%.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always a dream, and then, you know, you keep working and do what you gotta do.
And then it turns to a reality. Then that should fuck you up.
Yeah, and then
That's
you're
the
like,
mind
all right,
fuck.
It's never over. That's the thing.
Yeah,
is, you know,
yeah.
Now you
'Cause now you gotta top
start
yourself.
achieving, but now you have to keep it up. A buddy of mine says, he goes, success is like rent. It's always due.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Real
and
talk.
I think that's kind of what it is. So, you know, it's literally a labor every day to keep it up. When we do a couple of projects and stuff like that, just try to keep in touch with Justin, because as we get these cars done, and really more like in spring,
Word.
we can do some shoots
Nah,
and
hell
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Gotta see that one when it's
This
done.
is gonna be ridiculous.
I gotta
So,
see that one.
We'll see how that one goes, but yeah, anytime we finish anything, or if you want to, you know, get together after something's done and get some rollers.
Nah,
or
hell yeah,
video.
hell yeah.
My buddy Zach is doing construction work and building and outfitting a brewery in New Haven.
Oh, word.
So Dividing Designs, or at dividing.designs is his jam. But if you follow him around a little bit and maybe do a little bit of video with him, you know, he can walk you through
Word.
literally like stacks of metal and wood, and then it literally is like
Turns
a place,
into, yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly,
So
exactly.
he's-
This is badass. By the wing, I'm like, damn, is that a fucking GT?
Yes. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we took the badge. We gotta put the new badge on.
It's got a GT3 RS rear deck lid and wing. This is a 997.2 turbo, so like the one that they're working on in there is a 08. This is I believe it's a 12. I believe Neil's car is a 12.
Neil's a really good dude too. He's he owns a Discount Liquors.
Oh, I seen that at. I seen that at.
See
Yeah.
down the
Super nice guy, younger guy, passionate about Porsche, super passionate about us. Like he really like enjoys being here.
word-
They're
word.
not just customers. Like we hold them tight
Word.
because we appreciate their support and the fact that they allow us to
work on
really
this.
do
Yeah,
this
hell
stuff
yeah.
to how we do it. And then Adam,
Nah, this is clean, 100%.
Adam's got the GT3. That's getting track prepped.
Which one do you like better?
I'm a turbo guy. I love GT3s. Don't get me wrong; they're special cars. I like power, so I'm along the lines of, building turbo cars to do what GT3s do. And a lot of people are going to hate that comment, but it's possible. You can make a turbo with the right setup, right parts, and everything else, and really dial them in. Pull a little bit of weight out of them and make a very powerful yet very good handling cars. But again, I go back to you got to have one of each.
Yeah, and you got to.
We got to get on that
real
level
talk,
somehow,
real
some
talk,
way.
real
But GT3 and turbo, those are two experiences that very different experiences, but both awesome. It's like, which one would you buy? You need one of each. You need to drive one.
Be
of
able,
each.
yeah, exactly,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
So
don't
you
have
know
to
what it
own them,
is, yeah.
But you got to drive them to figure out what you like.
What's the preference? That's why I said if everything is good, then it's up to preference
It's
at
the
that
same
point.
thing like Beamer, like E46, E36, or E30. Well, I want all three.
Yeah, exactly.
And the E92.
Exactly,
Throw
and the
E92 at it 'cause
E92,
they
real
sound
talk.
like they
Exactly,
sound like nothing like
exactly.
those other cars.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like each one does something a little differently. I don't want to say better, but just differently than the other. So they're all different experiences.
But that's where people fuck it up, talking about what's better and.
Yeah.
Because if you just thinking like that, you wouldn't see a lot of shit. Like
everybody always thinks that the faster car is the better car, or the one that has more power is better, and that's not always the case. Driving a slow car fast is fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
hell
Driving
yeah.
a fast car fast, especially on the road, you're only doing it in spurt.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dude, on ramp you're doing 140 already. I like doing 150 plus, but it's like, how often?
Yeah, are you gonna do that?
You could every day,
yeah,
all day, but
could.
you're gonna get caught. If you're on a road track, you're really not going much faster than that, for a snippet. Then you're on the brakes and you're hitting turn 1 or turn 2. Getting like 10, 15, 20 guys together, renting out a track.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
That's an experience.
Now, you think you know how to drive
Oh, yeah.
until you get there with that person next to you and they telling you what to do. They be like, damn, like.
We get into cars with clients and we'll just baseline them and see how they are, and then we'll start working on corner by corner. So say whatever turn, right-hander on whatever track, and you start pushing them a little bit more, saying, hey, don't brake yet, hold the accelerator, hold it, now brake, and then turn in. Realize what you thought you were doing was good.
Completely
You're leaving
wrong.
so much on the table, or you're just doing it wrong. And me oozing out into the business and doing it how it's supposed to be done, how I think it's supposed to be done, and creating the cars that we want to build and how we want to build them. So you just got to do that in your own craft. Make videos how you want to make them, interview people how you want to interview them. You know what I mean? And make your own. It's all about carving. Your
own niche.
Your own niche.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do it your way. It's
Hell
it's
yeah.
your life.
And the people that's gonna fuck with it is gonna fuck with it regardless.
Correct.
I appreciate that, for real.
All right, that's it.
For real, I appreciate that.
Man. So it's at Bootsy Gear on Instagram, BUTZI Gear. We're on Facebook, and there is a site, www.bootsygear.com.
I'll put it all on the screen too. Yeah.
But the old site, we're working on it, just like we're working on everything else. But we got too many cars to work on.
Yeah, too many. If you can see, let's get out of their way.
You going out?
Yeah. This is.
See, they don't run in like 2000 from 2005 to now, and then they come here and about 4 to 5 hours of work.
And look,
You see it.
that's a good advertisement right there.
Proof is in the fucking pudding. All right, man, be good. Same. Nice to meet you too. All right, keep this guy on his toes. All right,
Should be keep me uploaded. Stay safe.